3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Woo! From our friends over at Manscaped. The ball has officially been dropped, but that doesn't mean you have to drop the ball on your balls in 2023. Whether you had a New Year's kiss or not, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming have you covered for your much-needed resolution of bringing sexy back. Join the 7 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use our code BALLCHECK for 20% off and free shipping. Let us have a toast for a new year and a new you with no pubes.
Balls are important to any trainer, which is why it's a new year, new balls, with the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming. This year, take your package to the next level with their Performance Package 4.0 and other premium wet goods. That's right, wet goods. This includes their ultra-premium body wash, 2-in-1 shampoo, and body deodorant.
Inside the Performance Package 4.0, you'll find the signature Lawnmower 4.0. The advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts and nicks on your delicate parts. I can attest to this, Adam.
As can I.
I could get acrobatic with it.
Upside down,
Yes.
backwards, flip side, right side.
It also comes equipped with a 4000K LED spotlight that will shine a light brighter than Bill's Lighthouse. That's a deep cut, Adam.
That is pretty
Bill's
deep.
Lighthouse, yeah. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code BALLCHECK at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com when you use the code BALLCHECK, BALLCHECK. Time to feel sexy and free this 2023 with Manscaped. What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 249 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. I'm your host, Ken Pescator, joined by Adam Tuttle. Yo.
Oh, sorry, I had a loogie in my throat.
What the fuck was that? Oh, I can't say curse words. Oh, wait, no, we're beyond 30 seconds. Yo, YouTube changed their rules, demonetizing people if they say bad words within the first 30 seconds. Used to be like 10 seconds. So, yeah, but we're good. Not that YouTube matters much to us. So, fuck it.
Yeah, we're not visual.
Not yet, anyway. Anyway, what's going on, man? How are you? How's your week?
It's been okay. I mean, it's only Tuesday, so yesterday was a day off. I hung out with my grandmother and my mom. We went out to lunch at a Mexican restaurant. It was good. Good. Family time is good, man. That's good. Did you get good food? Was the food good? On a scale from 1 to 10,
This does not sound promising.
it was definitely like authentic
bad.
Mexican.
Oh, it was bad.
No, it's just one of those, when you go to margaritas, for instance, you can get specific things and they'll bring you out things that are a little Americanized, if you will. And this is just straight up, they were like, oh, you're going to get a bean burrito with like some sauce on it. And they're like, it's just beans. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I got a tostada, not a tostada. Was it a tostadas? Something like that. So
I don't know. I wasn't there.
It was an open-faced, essentially a taco. But it had beans on it, some tomatoes, sour cream, lettuce.
All right, wait. So 1 to 10, how was it?
7.5.
All right, well that's not bad because you were making it sound like it was shit.
It tasted good. It was just a lot of beans.
Well, good thing you're remote, so I don't have to deal with the aftermath.
The aftermath.
The aftermath of
The after farts.
After farts of mega beans. But I don't know. I eat burritos like fucking 10 times a week, so give me all the burritos. I love me some burritos. Oh shit. Anyway, yeah, no, we've had decent weather here in Jersey, so I've actually been out playing. So that was pretty nice. I did I did Spotlight Hour today in Red Bank. Did some raids over the weekend. So it's been decent for gameplay, but we'll get there. We will recap our gameplay, including a few days of vanilla spawns that we had since the New Year's event and before Twinkling Fantasy, which we have right now. Swirlix Spotlight Hour. We had Zekrom in raids. Mega Solomons is here.
We had him in raids, or do we have him now?
Mega Solomons is here. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But you said Zekrom.
Zekrom.
You said had.
Well, we've had Zekrom. Zekrom is still here. We've been joking about it for I don't know how many years now, but Adam, we could finally say Kecleon confirmed. All the times.
Kecleon confirmed.
Of all the
and
times
was it in the art that came out?
I don't know. I don't know. But for years we've been fucking around with that, like always just saying Kecleon confirmed whenever there was like a new piece of art or whatever. So now we can officially say it. And it's pretty freaking cool. So we'll talk about how it works. And that'll kind of lead us into checking in with Niantic's known issues. Because believe it or not, there are some issues with Kecleon. It's not game-breaking, but there are issues. And unfortunately, it seems that Niantic has not had a pretty good track record with new feature releases. And
the issues have issues.
Yeah. But we'll get to it in a second. I think Kecleon is so cool and so, long awaited that they seem to be turning a blind eye to the issues, but we'll get there. We'll discuss scanning PokéStops is something I want to talk about because...
Whoa. Let's not discuss that. Let's talk about PvP or something that doesn't matter.
Because
I'm just kidding.
I came across a thread on Reddit about scanning AR stops, and it bothered me. And I want to talk about it. I want to air it out a little bit because it seems that it's okay to not like a certain mechanic, right? So it's okay to not like certain things in the game. But the perspective that a lot of these trainers had was just not, I don't know. It was just not a good look. So we'll discuss all that. February Community Day has been announced, and it prompts some questions about how we're going to dig into shiny hunting in the future. We'll talk about it. And then finally, we'll wrap things up with a raid guide and battle party whoop whoop,
whoop, whoop.
For Mega Solomons, which is here. And I've had...
Did you say poop poop?
Poop poop. Poop. I've had good amount of people interested in Mega Solomons, so I'm very excited about that.
I did too, and I was done with it.
Mega Solomons, when you have it powered up, it is a big boy. So it's pretty cool. You could have a very
dragon.
It is a very, very big dragon. You could get some serious heft out of it. But let's talk about the last week, Adam. Did you do Swirlix today? Did you how have you been? Did you enjoy the vanilla spawns? Did you get anything good?
So I thought I was dealing with vanilla spawns this morning, and I texted you.
Yeah, you did.
And I was like, complaints about Dratini. All of a sudden, I have a bunch of Dratini spawns. No, I was not special. It is part of the Twinkling Fantasy. But, we'll talk about that in a second. But everybody's been wondering. I know the listeners have been losing sleep, wondering if I'll ever finish my Dratini Community Day research. I can confirm, as well as Kecleon, that I have completed
Yes, phenomenal.
As of January 10th. 2022.
Nice.
Just kidding. 2023.
Yes, 2023. You were so let down though. You were like, "Oh, it's an event spawn. Oh, I thought it was special." You're like, "Oh my god, Dratini in the wild." I was like, "Yeah, dude. It's not even an if you're lucky. It's just a regular event spawn." You're like, "Don't break the magic." But how about anything else? Any good any shinies of the week? You get anything or
no shinies to mention. Oh, just kidding. I hatched a Rockruff.
Oh.
A shiny Rockruff.
Is that your first?
That is officially my first non-community day. So 10 days into the new year, I finally got a shiny.
Very nice. Very nice.
It was a Rockruff, 531 CP. It's a 15, 11, 15.
Hey, that's not bad.
It's like okay.
But that's Rockruff is highly sought after because not many ways to get it. So that's good shit. That's good stuff.
That's pretty much it for catches and stuff like that.
Well, see, that's because you don't do a lot of. You need to do more raids, man. You could have had these.
I did probably 4 or 5 Zekroms so far, and no shiny and no hundo.
Well, because you've only done 4 or 5. You're like Charlie Bucket when they're like, how many chocolate bars did you open? And he's like, 2. 200? He goes, no, just 2. It's like, you got to do more, man. You got to do.
You don't have to.
More.
Sometimes I'm lucky and I get it on the first try.
Look, man, I caught a shiny Snubbull, okay, in the wild. Very excited.
No, that's so
it's
bad.
Like the worst one. It's so bad. No, but I did get a Zekrom, Kyurem. I did not get the Reshiram, but I've had it previously, so I'm not too upset with that. But no, like I said, I did get some good gameplay in. I got a bunch of raids going. I did Swirlix today. I had a pretty efficient car grind for Swirlix, which is not typically my style, but I forgot to bring my battery pack. The phone was going to die. So I just stayed in the car and kind of did my thing, and it turned out well. I got the shiny, the Spotlight Hour shiny for Swirlix, my first one.
So I wasn't too.
That was my first, but I don't know. There's something special about getting the shiny on Spotlight Hour. It's just exciting. And
it's not
it was
special.
All right, fine. It's not special, but it was a double dust Spotlight Hour, so I know that's very popular with the PvPers out there. So I don't know. I ran fucking Lucky Eggs the whole time. I just want the XP. I don't care about the Stardust. But no, it was good. I think I ended up catching 240 Swirlix, and I don't know, I was just fast catching with Ultra Balls. I went through probably like 350, close to 400 balls, so even my catch rate sucked.
That's a lot of balls!
Because we are getting the bonuses for nice, great, and excellence, and Swirlix is a pretty decently easy excellent throw. So I was going a little bit slower than usual, just trying to get the excellence, but what about fucking Chespin? Did you do Chespin Community Day, or were you working?
I was working, but I was able to get my half hour in, and I grinded it pretty hard for that half hour. I did like the loop to get all the stops that I could possibly get. I got all the research tasks that I could possibly get that yielded a Chespin. I did not get the hundo, but I did get, I believe it was 10 shinies.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got 10 shinies altogether.
Nice. I did play in Red Bank for Chespin. It was a very unique community day for me because I had my son with me. I had the dog with me. We were just kind of laying back. We stopped for snacks, got some ice cream, we were just very, very chill. I did not meet up with a group, and that was kind of by design. I kind of wanted to just lay low for once. I did see the group, which was cool, and was able to hook them up with some codes. Shout to Niantic. So it was nice to see that the core group was still out in Red Bank playing, but I took it kind of easy. It was, I didn't necessarily care about sticking around to the very last minute. Usually I'm all stressed out. It was super chill, and I had a great time. Didn't get the hundo, didn't get the nundo, didn't care, but I probably left with 15, 16 shinies, and it was all good. I even got into Red Bank at 220 or some shit like that. I just didn't have the go mindset, and it was nice because typically I'm, I don't know, stressed out, panicked, high anxiety, just in a rush, and I was just I don't want to feel that today. I kind of just want to cool it. So it was pretty nice, which is okay because Community Day Classic for Larvitar, I'm going to turn it the fuck up. So I just pretty much saved all my energy on Chespin, and we'll go maximum hardness for Larvitar in a couple weeks. But other than that, the vanilla spawns were pretty awesome. I loved seeing the evolutions. Twinkling Fantasy just started today for us, so not too much to report back on just yet, but I do really like this spawn pool. Let's see what I have right now. I've got Jigglypuff, Clefairy, I've got I've actually been seeing a couple of Ferroseeds, which is nice. The Draconies are everywhere. Togetic in the wild is nice. Nice like bonus Stardust Pokemon.
Did you do the collection challenge already?
I did do the collection challenge already. Togetic was the last one I needed for that. That was one of the holdouts.
Was the one for me. No. Actually, it was Jigglypuff. It was
really?
Jigglypuff. I found everything else except for Jigglypuff.
I've seen quite a good amount of Clefable, and dude, that's a great looking Pokemon on the map. It looks so good, just like with the wing looking things, and it's big. Yeah, it's thick. So it's just a good looking Pokemon on the map. I think that this event will have legs. I really think that people will continue to play through the week. I like that it started on a Tuesday, so people will be able to kind of just ride this out through the weekend and into Monday when it ends on the 16th. So I like the timing of the event. I like the Pokemon that are here, and then the raids are great. And Mega Solomons has been pretty good. I've done quite a few. I've been getting a shit ton of remote invites for Mega Solomons, which is nice. And the Tau Trio, they're always popular. So good shinies, good functional Pokemon. I saw Scipio Kenwood Hare from our community in Red Bank today for Swirlix, and he was saying like, oh, he has 3 Hundo Kirums, from the last time it was around. And we kind of got into the conversation of like, well, how do you think they're going to handle like the different Kyurem forms? Do you think it'll be like a Deoxys thing where they'll have separate raids specific for those forms, like a Giratina kind of thing, or will it be?
Yeah, because you can't have like there's no fusion
right
of the Pokemon, or maybe they introduce a mechanic like that.
That would be really cool.
See,
like, but you have to give up 2 Pokemon though.
Yeah. Makes people raid more.
I don't know. I would like them to do that.
With that being said, it could almost be like the floor is whatever like the lowest IVs are. So if you had 2 Hundos, it would automatically become a Hundo. If that makes sense. Like you had a Hundo Zekrom, Hundo Kyurem. I don't know how they would implement that, but it's like if you had a 14 Zekrom and then you had a Kyurem with a 14 15 14,
it would take the lower.
It would take the higher.
The higher.
So it would gain that. Yeah, so like
I don't
that's
know.
the lowest that it could possibly be or something, or it's a reroll between the 2. I think that would be kind of cool.
Oh, and then it's permanent?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
so
would be cool.
If like one was a Hundo and one was like a 15 10 15, it could be either of those 2.
No one's going to give up a legendary Hundo for the chance at another legendary Hundo.
I'm just saying. It could be
yeah.
cool.
No,
I'd like to see something like that.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I think it would need to be a temporary thing. I think that maybe they allow for some kind of fusion, but then they also allow you to raid it. I think there's no way around raiding the different Kyurem forms. I think that financially it's just
but just like
necessary.
The Megas, where they go back to the normal form, it could be like, then,
Okay. Yeah, but does it go to Kyurem? Does it go to, you know what I mean? Like, which form does it revert? I don't know. A lot of cool questions.
These are questions that I don't have the answers for.
Let us know what you think they should do with the different Kyurem forms, and if, Black and White should have their own raids. Should it be a fusion? Let us know what your ideas are. I would love to see that come to the game. I just think that more mechanics that kind of are influenced by the main series are good for Pokemon Go, just because it has that continuity. So, be kind of cool. Speaking of continuity, Kecleon, did you see the little 15-second video they released of Kecleon's promo when they announced it?
I did not, because I was working.
Well, it's on the blog, which I'll link to in the description, but it shows a trainer walking on a footbridge, and then Kecleon shows up. Like in the main series game, that's where you find Kecleon, is on a bridge. So it was like a nice little kind of homage to Hoenn. Yeah, it was really cool. And Kecleon is very exciting, man. This is good stuff. People have been waiting a pretty long time for this.
What is this, 5
And-
years?
Shit, I know, right? Like, I don't even know when the first Hoenn Pokemon came out in Go. It is probably 2018, I'd imagine. Something like that. Around 2018,
Yeah, so
2
5
years.
years, yeah.
Wow.
So with that being said, I was very excited to see this. I personally had my Rocket Radar, the boss one, going.
okay.
So I probably missed one while searching. But then the next, because I was like, I have so many stops from here to from my work to my house that there was no way that there was no Kecleon. Like I went and looked, and even the ones that are like out in the distance, I still clicked those just to see, because I was willing, and like this game is a powerful tool to get you to explore and to get you. But this is what the game needed, was Kecleon. Like this, and making it rare only adds to the longevity of the game, because it being rare, like I saw one and was like, I'm pulling over, I have to find this, like, and I got out of my car, walked over to where it was, I took a video of me like grabbing it, just because I was that excited.
No, that's great. That's good to hear.
And then 2 days later, I see one, and I had to get out of my car to walk to the stop.
Yeah, see?
I got it.
So I guess let's recap the mechanic itself really quick, and I'm confident that the majority of people listening have already encountered this, but the way Kecleon works is it's kind of lounging, camouflaged in the photo disc of a Pokéstop. You don't know that from looking at the Pokéstop at the overworld. You click on the Pokéstop, you get this little outline of Kecleon, you kind of wiggle the Pokéstop, it'll kind of shimmy itself around and see it. You actually have to tap on it a couple times to kind of like get it
Which
to...
is so cool.
It's very cool. It's very cool because it's a different way to interact with the Pokéstop. You're just used to spinning. And when you try to spin a stop that has Kecleon, it's like, there's an immovable force. Like, you can't spin it.
It's being blocked by an invisible force.
So you tap on it a couple times, and almost like breaking the fourth wall, Kecleon kind of jumps out of the photo disc and onto the map. It's a very cool mechanic, very, very well done. And I think the cool factor of it, being so different, has pulled the wool over a couple trainers' eyes to kind of look the other way when it comes to some of the issues that Kecleon has, because it does have some issues. But as far as we know, and again, this is really fresh, but as far as we know, these things will run on the same type of schedule like a Rocket Grunt. So they're going to rotate through the stops during the day. It's a 2-hour window that they will be active. They run 24/7, so it's not like a leader that goes to bed at night. The Kecleon you can get 24/7. If you spin or you click on the stop and you bring the Kecleon down, and let's say you're driving by or something like that, and you don't encounter the Kecleon, it will return back to the stop, and you could double back to that Pokéstop after the timer and respin it, re-interact with it, and then re-engage Kecleon that way. So you can have another shot. Just like when you do a grunt, if you ignore the grunt, you could, the grunt will remain there as long as its spawn timer is there. So that's how Kecleon works. It's very cool. Hoenn Tour Vegas, they're releasing shiny Kecleon, which is exciting.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So they're really stepping it up for Hoenn. You got to remember, everything is shiny during Hoenn Tour. All the Hoenn Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Well,
so that'll be the first time.
I hope that they make this extremely rare. Like even the shiny, very rare, because that is the only thing that is going to keep people interacting with these stops, and only thing going to keep people exploring and hunting this.
So we've had a couple bits of science come out about this, and I was reading an article on Pokemon Go Hub. They were saying that it was like every 20 to 30 stops, and I was like, no, that's not right. It's way more rare than that.
Yep, 100%.
I was talking offline with some Sylph people, non-published stuff, and they were like, yeah, it's more like 100 to 150. So that seems more like what I've encountered. I've only seen 2 Kecleon this entire time.
Same.
And I've spun a shitload of stops. I mean, downtown Red Bank, which I'm in right now, has 75 stops.
It's not even that I'm spinning stops. I'm literally
just looking
at them.
It's like a shiny check, right?
Yeah.
It's like a PokéStop check.
Every single PokéStop just to see if there's a Kecleon. And if there is, I'm going to go out of my way to find it.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
That's the beauty of Kecleon, is that it's going to get people to get off their hiney and go hunting.
No, I agree. And I think that these type of mechanics that take behaviors that we've known for years and years and years, like spinning stops, and now all of a sudden there's a new way to interact with them, it's a win.
Now, hear me out. I don't know the layout of Hoenn Tour, but I hope, and everybody's going to get so mad at me.
Why?
But I hope that what they do is they put Kecleon at one end, and so everybody's like, Kecleon's down here, so everybody's running that direction, and then the next Kecleon that appears is on the other end,
other side.
and so everybody's freaking out going to the other end because I gotta see if it's a shiny. That's the 2016 Charizard days.
Yeah. Dragonite in the wild,
let's jump in front of cars, like.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. That would be epic.
All right, so just to confirm, Adam wants to see people jumping in front of cars to catch Kecleon.
No. But I would like to see tons of people being so excited and super hyped and just like freaking out. They're like, "It's on the other end of the park.
Yeah.
We gotta go."
No, it's been a lot of fun, and we'll talk about some of the known issues here, and I guess we'll talk about Kecleon known issues, and then while we're there, we'll talk about some other known issues. But so the known issues page, we haven't visited that in quite a while because there hasn't really been anything too game breaking that we haven't just talked about in passing. Now with Kecleon, they actually released a separate landing page just for Kecleon known issues. So there's a Kecleon known issues landing page that was updated the day Kecleon came out on the 7th. And here's what we're looking at so far. Kecleon sometimes does not appear on the map after being knocked off the PokéStop. I had this happen to me today at the PokéStop by my job. I saw Kecleon, I tapped on it, it looked like it jumped down. When I went back to the map, it was nowhere to be found. I was in the area of it, didn't spawn. Now, you can wait that stop out, and the Kecleon will return, and you could try again. I didn't have any luck. I did it twice. Did not have any luck with it. Also, I've heard people's feedback saying, like, if you're driving or moving quickly and you poke the Kecleon out, if you go out of range of the stop before you return to the map for Kecleon to jump down, Kecleon won't jump down because you've already left, the 40K or the 40 meter or whatever, 50 meters. So it says that this will be resolved in the next release, which is 0.261. It says tap on the PokéStop again and Kecleon will be there. Knock it off the PokéStop again and wait for the animation to complete before exiting the map. From there, Kecleon will appear and you may tap it to enter the catch encounter. So if you do see a Kecleon, let it follow through on its animation. So just wait it out, wait an extra second, then back out to the map. You should see it there. That's fine. Next up, Kecleon is visible on PokéStops outside of the trainer's radius. It says, issue description. Tapping on a PokéStop outside of the trainer's radius may reveal a Kecleon on the stop. Status investigating. Trainers must travel to the PokéStop's radius to interact with both the PokéStop and Kecleon. So like you were saying, Adam, you were clicking on stops that were far away and seeing Kecleon. I think that's a bug. I don't think that's going to stay.
That stinks though. Like that's half the fun. That's half the, like, you know what I mean?
We'll have to share that feedback because I agree with you on this. Like if you have a PokéStop on the other side of a park that's within your draw distance in the game and you click on it and there's a Kecleon there, yeah, I'm going to go to that stop. But if it's not even going to give you the chance to see Kecleon, even though you can interact with the stop, yeah, I could see that being not so great. So we'll have to talk about that.
That's a feels bad moment. That's what that is.
I mean, if it's intended to not do that, that's one thing. But sometimes the accidental things become good things, like the remember the last ball used. That was a bug when it first happened. And then everyone was like, wait, this is fucking great. And then like 8 years later, they put it in the game. So maybe
8 years later.
All right, we've got more. Kecleon does not have a gender. Issue description. Kecleon does not have a gender on the Pokemon detail page. Status mitigated. Kecleon is temporarily unavailable to be transferred into Pokemon Home. I guess because of that. So 3 issues with Kecleon. Really, the most important one is sometimes it just doesn't work. I haven't heard too many people that upset about it because they're just excited about how cool the whole thing is. And I kind of agree with that. Like, I've only caught 2, and one of them, the third, was not available for me. And like, I didn't really mind because I was still able to like see it. It looks so cool the way it's like invisible in the PokéStop, and then you tap on it. I just love the design. I love it. It just they really did well with it. They really did well with it. So hopefully they'll get this shit resolved soon and everything will function normally. Hopefully they'll release a new feature soon that will work as intended on release day. But until then, at least they were very proactive with the known issues and proactive with getting the information out there on the known issues page. So shout out to Niantic. Hopefully they get it cleaned up. All right, let's go back to the actual help center known issues page. We're not going to talk about PvP known issues. We'll just talk about the generic game known issues. Cosmoem button is still a little fucked up, where sometimes you'll go to evolve your Cosmoem and the button won't be there. So that's there. It's in the investigation thing. So typically, if you restart the game, I've heard some people have to do like full uninstall, reinstall to get the button to show up. But not game breaking. You just have to go through a couple extra steps. Zorua is caught with partial HP. This has been going on since the day Zorua came out. You would catch it and it would be down a little health. So
yes,
yeah. Yep. So that's still going on. This is an old one, but it's resolved. But the timed research from Fashion Week, like, says some trainers are not able to encounter fashion challengers in the timed research because I guess they were already in the encounter screen. I don't know, something like that. But they're saying it's resolved. If anyone's hung up on that task, let us know. Some trainers see incorrect or missing visuals when battling. All right, so this isn't in the PvP known issues page. So I don't know exactly what they're talking about, but have you gone into advanced settings and done download all assets in your menu?
Really? I might have.
It's something you probably want to revisit regularly, especially when they push new shit to the Game Master. But if you go into your menu, scroll all the way down to the bottom where the Go Plus connection settings are, and you click on Advanced Settings, there's an option to download all assets. It'll actually download the stuff to your device, the game assets, the visuals. This makes the game run cooler, run faster, much more lean, and it works really well. But I guess there was something going on where if you didn't have those assets downloaded, you were missing some visuals during the battle screen. And because this isn't on the GBL page, maybe this is during Rocket stuff? I have no idea. I've never experienced anything like this. Shop item images do not load. I've always seen weird shit in the shop. Like, I've seen recently, like, you click on a box and it has like the mumbo jumbo as the description, like a, item 3282, like a weird name for it or something like that. Yep. I've seen that plenty of times. They're saying it's going to be resolved. Actually, it is resolved 249.1. Berries and balls cannot be changed when encountering an Ultra Beast. All right, well, we're not in Ultra Beast anymore, but they're saying it's investigating. It says, some trainers do not see the ability to change berries or balls when encountering an Ultra Beast in Go Battle League. What? Strange. Oh, maybe when it was where Ultra Beasts were, I guess if the the rank 20 encounter when it was the tier 5 boss. So it's investigating, but the Ultra Beasts aren't here anymore. So I don't know. That is a weird. Sense. Yeah, that's a weird one. That's a weird one. But it's always good to bookmark this page. There's been plenty of times, myself included, where I have something happen to me in my game and I'm like, oh my God, am I alone here? And I'll go to the forums or I'll go to the Discord and I'll post it and they'll be like, yeah, bro, go to the known issues page. It's been there for 3 days. So it's it's always good to just check out
for weeks, man.
Yeah. Check out the known issues page. Bro? Exactly. Take a look, get a little bit of validation, make sure you're not crazy. The first time I had the issue with Kecleon, I was like, yo, what the hell's going on? They're like, yeah, this is a known glitch. I'm like, all right, great. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just testing you. I promise. All right. Well, Adam, that was the top half. What I think we should do is take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk about February Community Day, and we'll wrap things up with a raid guide and battle party for Mega Solomons. What do you say?
I say that is perfect.
All right, we'll be back right after this. And we're back.
We're back.
From our break. Thank you so much for that.
Ken little housekeeping. Loud, I went soft.
I went hard. Anyway, little housekeeping to get through before the ass of the show. This podcast is powered by you, the listeners. You can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, and you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. It's really fun because we now have a family of shows. Everyone gets together in the Discord. It's a big melting pot. It's a lot of fun. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly PGO and TCGO prize tournaments. We just kicked off our Sylph Ember Cup for January. That's in round 2 right now, which is pretty good. And I think what's going on with the TCGO tournament? I saw you guys posted a deck list.
Yeah, so that is for TCG Live. We are talking and showing people that these are your options.
Yeah.
As far as decks, because they come pre-made.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
And they're all standard legal. They're all ready to go. It's like getting the League battle decks out of the box.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good stuff. Good stuff. So registration is in the Discord. We hope to see you there. A huge thanks to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Austin Zard, The Cole, Sue, Big Zom Minus, Hall the Counselor, Grant, DJ Wonderbread, Mythical Hitch, Jamal, and Tish. Thank you to our newest patrons, Yvonne and Marimar, both joined up this week at the Discord tier. Thank you. Welcome. And, of course, a special thanks to our executive producer, Paul Bott. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with us, grab some merch, and leave us some reviews. All right, Adam, we got 2 more things to talk about. The first is going to be this Reddit post I saw on the Pokemon Go subreddit. It says, Dear Pokemon Go, I would like you to please stop asking me to scan playgrounds. 2,000 upvotes. So a lot of people talking about this. A lot of people concerned with it. He says, and this is from the user National Edges, says, it's really not a good look to walk around filming kids playing in a playground. Not saying I've never done it for the Poffin, but come on. Edit.
Do it for the Poffin.
I know a lot of people are suggesting that I just film the ground, but it is problematic to be asked to film a playground where minors are expected to play. This is the real issue. Sure, I could sneak it and film the ground, but the risk of being caught filming is just too high, especially for a single male. Okay. So clearly he's talking about a specific thing here of scanning a playground. Believe me, there's playgrounds that no one's in. You don't have to go there when there's fucking kids there. Clearly that's weird. But the bigger question that this raises is what he mentioned in the edit, and that is scanning the ground. And that's what I want to talk about here, because I think that there was kind of this mob effect in the comments here where everyone kind of chimed in, and I don't necessarily think anyone is malicious in the comments, but what they don't realize is how this isn't just about getting the reward. Like, scanning stops actually has a purpose in the game, and when you don't do it right, it kind of fucks everything. So I'm just going to read through some of the comments here. Here's another one. It says, also banks. It keeps asking me to scan a bank. That won't be sketchy. That's pretty funny. Like, what are you doing? I'm just filming the vault. No big deal. But a lot of people saying here, just a similar story. The police were called, blah, blah, blah. Oh, these are new comments. I didn't even see these when I put this in the notes earlier. But a lot of stuff saying you can just scan the ground at your feet. Works either way. Another person saying, I usually just move my camera so fast, pointing at no direction in particular. That is all I get is blurry mess of frames. I'll just leave one of the scanning tasks in my queue. Yeah, we know that. Another one, just scan the floor while walking. It counts. I do the same. I just scan my dog as she's sniffing and looking to poop. That's exactly what I do. Pogo has lots of pictures of my feet. Lucky for them, they get them for free. And then you have people going like, wait a second, you don't have to actually scan the stop. And then everyone piling in going, no, you can just fake it. So this thread turned into like this explanation of how to game the system. And like I said, I don't think they're malicious. I just hate the fact that we're taking the time to do what the game is asking us to do, but we're purposely fucking it up. And that sucks, because if you don't like scanning stops, totally fine. Don't scan the stops. I don't blame you. There's a million reasons why you would or wouldn't want to do it. There's the angle of, I'm doing free labor for Niantic. There's the angle of, I don't want to film the bank, or I don't want to film the playground. Sure.
No, I literally just don't want to get in my car and be frozen while trying to scan a stop.
And that's totally fine. But that would be
There's
like
a
you
reason
saying that
they say, are you safe? No, it's cold outside. I'm not safe. Getting outside of my vehicle and slipping on ice is not ideal.
But the sharing of the misinformation of, just take a picture, just scan your feet or just scan the ground.
Just scan your feet. Oh,
it's
gosh.
Like, that sucks, because...
Listen, we need some T-shirts that just say, scan my feet.
So, and then...
Scan my dog.
There's the scan... I love that. It's like, my dog's taking a shit. But... Oh, and then they go into this is the way. They're like, everyone's just like, scan your feet. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. Like, over and over and over. Hundreds of fucking comments. So, the problem being is there's actual benefit to this. There's actual benefit to Niantic trying to map the world, the grand scheme, trying to, do like the positioning network globally. There will be benefits to this game that will trickle to Pokemon Go if we start scanning. It will allow us to do things that have not yet been released. I know it's a big ask, but if I could ask anyone of anything, if you don't want to scan the stop, do you? Don't scan it. But don't fucking do the scan your feet thing. Like, that's just bad
Come on,
business.
a Poffin is 100 coins. You know how long it took me to get 100 coins?
2 days.
2 freaking days. That was 48 hours. When I could just scan my feet in 2 minutes, time is money.
No, don't.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I know.
Not that I've scanned my feet. I'm just saying. And that's how people are looking at it. Time is money. So give us more coins in gyms so we can buy Poffins.
It's a never-ending battle, though, because you could get 500 coins a day, and if the game still asks you to scan a stop for a Poffin, you're going to scan your fucking feet, and you're going to be like, it has nothing to do with the coins. I don't know. Let us know your thoughts on this, because...
Listen, back to gyms. I took down a gym today.
Yes!
And they were fully healed, fully healthed, fully staminaed.
How come? Why?
'Cause it's a stop that's right next to my other work.
Okay.
or it's
All
a
right.
gym. Sorry.
So
And
you were there,
So
and
there was
you just
3 fully
figured-
powered. So this is the way that I take gyms down, and I think that it is the most efficient. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's 3. So I attack the first 2 Pokemon, and then attack all 3 Pokemon. I back out. Then I attack the first 2, back out, and then I face the next one, take it out, and then go back again, and then take the next one out, and then go back again and take the last one out.
All right, so this is a popular strategy. It's called shaving. So usually you just do it to the first Pokemon, and this is going to benefit you when someone's actively burying the gym. So let's say there's 6 Pokemon in there, right? The person that's getting the alert on their phone that, like, you know, your Pokemon needs a berry, let's say they're Pokemon number 5. The first time you battle through that gym and get that 5th Pokemon weak, that person's going to get alerted. They're going to get sent to, they're going to be like, oh shit, I better throw berries in. If you go in and just attack the first Pokemon and back out, and go back in and attack the first Pokemon and go back out, and then back in and attack the first Pokemon and take it out, now there's only 4 Pokemon in the gym. That number 5 person never got the alert. So this is a good way to shave down the defenders in the gym. It's also a very good strategy when you have more than one person taking the gym down at once.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll initiate the gym attack. When I get to the second defender, the next person will begin battling the first defender. And then we do this staggered approach, this staggered attack. And then it's just harder for the people burying to keep up with what's going on because they're not seeing the CP deplete, the heart deplete at the same rate that they normally would, because when they think I'm done attacking, the next person begins their attack. So that's a good strategy. So I'm proud of you, Adam, doing a gym. That's great.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good. And then after I won, several people dropped in after me, and I was like, what? No way.
Like you're of Instinct players.
Yes. Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah, I came into Red Bank right after work, 5 o'clock. I was like, I'm going to do Swirlix. And so from 5 to 6, I took out all the gyms. And some of them were fully powered up with, and again, I love seeing it, level 30, level 40 trainers. I'm like, this is great. This is all new blood. And let me tell you, it's now 11:14 p.m., and 3 of those gyms have already turned back over to Mystic. So Red Bank is popping off. But anyway, getting back to this Poffin scenario, this scanning scenario, let us know if you do the scan your feet thing. Like, drop a dime on yourself. Like, let us know. Because
because Ken does not want to be friends with you.
Look, no, I don't. You suck. It's
It's
okay.
half of our Discord.
Yeah.
No.
It's okay if you
I'll
don't
still
want
be
to
friends
scan.
with you. I'll still be friends with you.
If you don't want to scan
Time is money.
it's fine. Just
do
don't
you agree with
fake
Adam?
it.
Time is money?
No.
Or do you agree with Ken?
Time is money. That's fine. Just don't scan it. Just don't do any scanning. Just fucking do something different.
Yeah, but there's a reward. So don't
Poff.
reward me
It's a Poffin.
if I'm doing something wrong. Why are you rewarding me?
But anyway, so
Just
this
saying.
Reddit thread is picking up a lot of steam. I don't know. I was thinking about like jumping in and getting into it. The last time I know. The last time I tangled with someone on Reddit, it did not go well. So I
Listen,
think
I scrolled down a little bit, and I have not laughed at anything this hard in a long time. I almost couldn't contain myself.
it's good. It's good. There's some good.
It's the gotta go and catch those community day shinies, and it's got an old grandmother with a younger granddaughter holding her hand, and they both have Pokemon hats on, and they're in a blizzard. Neither are dressed for this blizzard, but it says the old grandmother's like, we used to be able to use incense from home, and what happened to the free 30 Ultra Balls? And then the granddaughter's like, what are you blabbering about? Quick, Grandma, only 3 hours to get everything. I can't even finish it. Only 3 hours to get everything we need.
Gotta
It's
love
so
Reddit,
good.
man.
It's so
Gotta love it. All right, before we get into our Mega Solomon's raid guide and battle party, let's talk February Community Day, Adam. And at the time of this recording, this is Tuesday. This news has not been announced yet. The news does not drop until tomorrow. Obviously, the podcast will be out after that. We're not breaking embargo, but we cannot speak to the community reaction at this juncture. I don't know how the community is going to feel about this one. February 2023 Community Day is...
Hold on. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be just like Shink's Community Day. People are going to feel the same, but it's going to be so exciting.
It's Noibat. It's Noibat.
Noibat? Noivern? No way.
All right. Sunday, February 5th. Yo, this is early in the month for a Community Day. Sunday, February 5th, 2 to 5. Noibat will appear more frequently. Noivern will know the charged attack Boom Burst.
It's a normal type attack.
Yes. So Boom Burst was found in the code, and that led to some speculation. A lot of people thinking Whismur was going to be, because Xploud could learn Boom Burst. But it is, in fact, Noivern. Now, the interesting thing here is we've had a couple events over the last year where Noivern has been featured and has been a shiny chase, right? So, Shinx, it was in raids. Clink, it's in raids. Noivern has been featured in the wild, and I think in research. So, the people
it was just in eggs.
Was it eggs? But the people that have invested into getting the shiny Noivern are now pretty quickly, since Noivern's shiny release, because it hasn't been that released that long ago. Now it's getting its Community Day. I don't know how the community is going to react to this. I think you're going to have... I mean, this is how it always goes. The people that don't have the shiny are going to be like, hooray, this is great. And then the people that busted their ass to get the shiny are going to be like, what the fuck? I just
spent a lot of money on incubators.
I just hatched 80 eggs trying to get this.
So the people that are going to be angry that bought a lot of incubators, we can classify them as incubator haters.
Look, we've learned, and this is a hard lesson to learn clearly, that everything in this game comes around for free, or comes around in multiple ways. So when Shiny Dino was released and it was a pain in the ass, or this was released, it's all coming back.
Axu was in eggs, you know what I mean? And then Gibble was in eggs, and then all of a sudden it was a Community Day Pokemon.
Yeah, but not the shiny. Axu Shiny wasn't released until Community Day, right?
I don't know the statistics.
I don't know. I think that this is just a little soon since the release of Shiny Noivern. I don't know. But
they want the community to be excited. They want the community to get out and play. End of story. They're going to get out and play. It's extra Stardust.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, we'll get to the bonuses. There will be a $1 special research, Abundant Noise. Pretty good name. 7 out of 10. Triple Stardust for catching Pokemon. Now, we've talked about this before. They could put the shittiest Pokemon that's been released in 8 previous Community Days. If there's triple Stardust, the people will come out to play. So, I'm expecting a lot of people playing simply for the triple Stardust. Double the chance for Candy XL for catching Pokemon. Also, double catching Candy for catching Pokemon. Lures and Incense, 3 hours, excluding Daily Adventure Incense. Snapshot Surprise, extra special trade. All trades made during the event and 5 hours after cost 50% less dust. Here's something a little bit different. So we've seen them do usually the middle evolution 4-star raids that would then spawn, the actual Community Day Pokemon. Because this is only a 2-stage evolution, Noibat itself will be in 4-star raids. Remember when wasn't Bidoof in 4, didn't they do that for Bidoof Day or something like that? I don't know.
It sounds familiar.
But 4-star raids, Noibat, you can get, now it says You can only join these raids with raid passes and premium raid passes. Remote raid passes cannot be used. We know that. Bonuses for completing, you'll get your Noibat spawns. So, we've complained in the past that the 4-star raid boss couldn't be shiny. So, like when Dino came out, like you would do the middle evolution or what Starly, you couldn't get the shiny from the raid itself. Now we have Noibat in the raids. Noibat could be shiny. So in addition to spawning additional Noibats, which will have the shiny rate of Community Day, you'll also have the shiny chance at the Noibat itself from the raid with a good IV floor.
That is wicked cool.
Yeah, that's very good. Very good, positive stuff. Stickers also available. So, another Sunday Community Day. It's happening in February. The first week of February. It's very soon. So, when you look at Chespin, and then you look at Larvitar, and then Noibat, it's a 4-week swing, 3 Community Days. Because, right? Is it 4, 3, 4? I don't know. It's very soon. 3 Community Days in 1 month time, 30-day time. So, it's a lot of events, a lot of Community Day events. Because what? Chespin was Saturday, right? Was Chespin Saturday?
Yep.
So Chespin was Saturday. Yeah, less than a month away then is Noibat. So a lot of Community Day action in the next 30 days, which is good. This is all fun stuff. But let us know your thoughts on Noibat. Are you annoyed that you might have invested time, effort, and money into chasing shiny Noibat recently? Or is this a relief? Let us know. All right, Adam, we got one more thing to cover, and that is going to be a raid guide and battle party for our friend Mega Solomons. Please take it away.
Battle party.
Ooh, ooh, battle party. Ooh, ooh. All right, we got Mega Solomons is in raids, and the Mega raids are only here for a small window of time. They go away. If you don't get enough Mega energy, you can kind of screw yourself. Do the Mega raids. Get enough Mega energy to at least put 2 or 3 into the rotation of Mega, so that way you can constantly have a free revolving door of Pokemon to Mega Evolve. We're going to be looking at both Pokemon Go Hub and Pokebattler for help with our battle party. Mega Solomons is a dragon flying type. It comes in at a pretty beefy 50,285 CP as a raid boss. It's weak to Dragon, Fairy, Rock, but it is double weak to Ice, and it can be duoed. Oddly enough, its toughest moveset is Fire Fang Draco Meteor, a fire fast move. Is its most difficult moveset. It also knows Fire Blast, so it can actually have a full fire moveset, which, if you're bringing Ice-type Pokemon, could be problematic. Also, Draco Meteor will pretty much one-shot your dragons, so be ready to heal. Be ready for potions, be ready for revives.
All right, what's its 100% catch CP? I want to know. This is the question on everybody's list, is what are the 100%s?
2142 at level 20, 2678 at level 25, boosted in windy weather. 2142, 2678. Okay. Like I said, it is double weak to Ice. Ice is clearly the way to go. You just got to look out for those fire moves. All right, so can be duoed. If I'm trying to duo this thing, I'm going to bring a beefy party. You might say, well, why wouldn't you just bring the beefy party anyway? I say, I don't know, I just want to switch it up. So if I bring in...
So what you're saying is you're bringing 6 Blissey?
Yeah. No, if I'm trying to duo this thing, I'm going to lead with Mega Abomasnow. I want to power up my buddy's ice attacks. Shadow Weavile. You know what? I fucked this whole thing up. I didn't even go through the counters. All right, so the top counters are going to be as follows. We're going to keep all of our filters on Pokebattler. So at the top, we have 3 Shadow Pokemon. Shadow Weavile, Shadow Mamoswine, Shadow Mewtwo. Mewtwo running Psycho Cut, Ice Beam. I love my Shadow Mewtwo with Ice Beam. This shit is strong. God damn it. This shit is strong. So, I know you said you didn't power up a lot of shadow Pokemon. There was someone in the Discord the other day who was talking about Shadow Mewtwo, and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to power it up. My IVs suck." It's like, just power it up. Even a 000 Shadow Mewtwo is still really fucking good when you power it up.
No way.
Absolutely. The Shadow bonus, like if it has a 350 attack stat or whatever the fuck it is, 20% of that is like 60 IVs. You're only talking about a 15 IV spread in between the what you're seeing based off on top of the base stat. So the 20% that you're going to get from it being a shadow will strongly outplay the potential loss of 15 IV points if you have a shitty stat, shitty IVs. So invest in the shadows. Just invest in the shadows. Doesn't even matter if they have shitty IVs. But Shadow Weavile, Shadow Mamoswine, Shadow Mewtwo up top. And then we have a bunch of ice attackers here. Galarian's Armanitan, Ice Fang Avalanche. We have Mega Abomasnow, Mega Glalie. Adam, I know you're excited about Mega Glalie. Regular Mewtwo with Psycho Cut Ice Beam. Shadow Articuno. I have a Shadow Articuno, obviously, but it's not powered up. Maybe I should invest in
a Shardacuno.
A Shardacuno. Glaceon is in here. This could be a good opportunity to use, new Glaceon with new costume, maybe, with a little flex. Shadow Whaleren is up there, regular Weavile, Shadow Lapras, Shadow Cloyster. So if we take away our shadows, what we're going to be looking at is, and we'll take away the Megas as well, what we're going to look at is Galarian's Armanitan, Mewtwo, Glaceon, Weavile, Mamoswine, Avalugg, which is cool, Kyurem, and Aurorus. First time seeing Aurorus in a counter list. So if I'm trying to duo this thing, I'm just bringing my beefy shadows. I'm going to lead with Mega Abomasnow, Shadow Weavile, Shadow Mamoswine. I have 2 Shadow Mewtwo's, both with Ice Beam. I'm bringing those. And then I'm going to anchor with another Mewtwo, just a regular Mewtwo with Ice Beam. Mega Abomasnow, Shadow Weavile, Shadow Mamoswine, 2 Shadow Mewtwo's, and Mewtwo. Now, if I'm not necessarily worried about tanking and just trying to get this duo, and I want to spread it out, I think there are some interesting Pokemon that could get some use that might normally not get play.
Delibird.
So I'm going to bring those. Oh, Delibird is an Ice-type Pokemon.
Listen, I switched off all of the markers, so no shadows, no legendary.
And where's Delibird?
No Megas.
Is he on the list?
Delibird's not on the list. I'm very sad.
Damn it. But my standard party, I'll still bring Mega Abomasnow up top. But I have all these Avalugs from Avalugg Raid Day, so I'll bring an Avalugg. Kyurem is on the list with Dragon Breath and Glaciate. Dragon Breath, again, super effective. Just watch for the dragon moves. Aurorus. I've never used this Pokemon before. So I think the only time I've ever interacted with this was evolving it. So I might as well fucking use it. Like, why not? It's a cool-looking Pokemon. Galarian's Armanitan, another one that I've never used. So I'll be excited to use it for the first time. And then I'll anchor with my Blissey. Mega Abomasnow, Avalugg, Kyurem, Aurorus, Galarian's Armanitan, Blissey. So a bunch of Pokemon that are not typical. I think that there's some fun in that. All right, Adam, what do you got?
I'm calling this the Chili Hundo Club.
Okay.
Mega Glalie, Glaceon, Weavile, Mamoswine, Cloyster, and Vanillux.
Vanilla. Nice. I would have thought you would have at least put Delibird in there for comic relief.
No, I wanted to, but it's just...
Did you use Delibird in a raid the other day on the Zoom call?
I did.
So I was like, who brought the Delibird? They're like, oh, wait, Adam's here. I love that shit. That's so funny. All right, so you got a Hundo squad here. You really got to power up some shadows, man.
Listen, I'm still powering up all these guys.
Well, if you're
my Glaceon is fully stacked and ready to go.
Yeah, but Cloyster, Mamoswine, Weavile can all really benefit from shadow.
Yeah, I don't have shadow ones.
Gots to get on that.
And if I do, they're terrible. They're like 1-1-1s.
So what? The 1-1-1s are way better than the 15.
No. They're 0-0-0s. Just kidding.
If they're 0-0-0s, they're still better than
they're
15,
Nishundos.
15, 15.
Shadow Nundos. Shadow
Shenando. That's not even possible.
Chinchillas.
All right, well, Adam, that's a show. We did it.
That was a Chili Hundo show.
That was a Chili Hundo show. I'm enjoying Twinkling Fantasy. Lots of fun names flying around, nicknames for this event.
At least it's not Twinkling Tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Twink Fantasy was my favorite that we had on this.
Twinkle Toes.
All good shit. Very excited to play out this event. I think that, like I said, I do think people will play this straight through the weekend. Very, very strong, leading us up into next week, and then we finally have Larvitar Community Day. I think that's going to be popping off. I think people will be
going to rockin' off. It's going to rock off.
Well, you remember when Larvitar's first Community Day came around? That was like
many people.
Yeah, people lost their shit. Yeah, that was good stuff.
I'm about to lose my stuff.
Thank you, everyone, so much for checking out the show. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you for listening.
You can email us, luredup@pokemonprofessor.com. Leave us a voicemail or text. We got a
I would love to read an email.
So I got a voicemail the other day, 2 voicemails in a row from the same number, and it was just a younger kid going, "Hey, I got a question," and that was it. Both messages, one 5 seconds, one 7 seconds, right? So then he sends a text message, "Hey, I got a question." And I replied the other day. I'm like, "Hey man, what's up? Thanks for writing in. How can we help?" And he wrote back today, "Who is this?" I'm like, "Oh boy, I'm gonna get myself into trouble here. It's nobody. I'll let it go." But yeah, email us or text us 732-835-8639. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for everything we have going on with the network. Congratulations to Way Spotters for their 52 shows, a full year of Way Spotters. Amazing roast show that Adam and I both took part in is available now on the Way Spotters feed. Make sure you check it out. It is hilarious.
It's so good.
It's so good. It is long and it is good.
Yeah, I don't think I stopped laughing. It just kept going.
I'm telling you, it was some of the hardest I've laughed in a long time. Super fun episode to record, and the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive from that show. So make sure you check that out. But Adam, if that's it, that's a show.
I think that's it.
Keep training, trainers. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.